I'm always a little worried when I just get like, not even cryptic messages, just messages that leave information out. You know, like, we're going for a drive, and it's like, all right. I mean, I'm not a Labrador, so that doesn't inherently excite me. And it says, we're also walking, and it's like, okay. So we are going for walkies. And I don't know where or, you know, precise. I mean, because that covers a lot.
It does.
You know.
I go to Albany Creek.
Oh, wow. I haven't been to Albany Creek in fucking ages. I mean, nobody has a reason to go to Albany Creek, really. Like,
that's where my dog lives.
Right. I was gonna say, unless you live in Albany Creek, it's like...
Yeah, well, that's where I grew up.
Yeah.
So I lived in Albany Creek from when I was like 1 until... When did I leave? Well, I left home when my parents moved to Cashmere.
Where the fuck's Cashmere?
Cashmere is behind Albany Creek towards Strathpine and the bush.
Oh, right. Yeah, that weird, one of those weird fucking patches.
Just a bush pocket.
Yeah. Fucking, it's so strange because they're still around in Brisbane. Like, you don't even really think about it, but like, you got those stretches where it's like, all right, trains go here, and then there's like some bits in between the train lines that are kind of like unpopulated, but it's like sometimes buses go there, and you can almost pretend they're civilized. And then there's just like these bits where just nobody's giving a shit. No one cares. People out there are happy to buy like a cheap mansion that has a lawn you could comfortably host a grand final on, and they probably actively don't want public transport or any connection to the outside world, really.
Yeah.
Because when you say Cashmere, it's like, alright, is that like fucking north fucking western New South Wales, or one of those fucking, you know, blighted places that calls itself a city but isn't in any fucking sensible definition of that word a fucking urban environment? And then, no, it's just like, oh yeah, it's behind fucking Strathpine. And Strathpine's a place. You can go to Strathpine on a train, and it has a giant mall and shit like that. Like, it's a, you know, there's, alright, there's bottle kids, but there's like a fucking, you know, vigilantes that take care of them. You know, that's the level of civilization it's at.
I don't know why, but I just... People who live in Strathpine are so trash. Like, so many of them are just... But they're not in the fact... Like, they're not like people at Woodridge, where, you know, they're trash, but they'll stab you.
Yeah.
They're just... They're happy, but they're trash, you know?
It's mostly the kids. Like, there's just something weird about it. Like, because my grandmother lived in, like, fucking...
Poison the water hole.
Yeah, my grandma lived in, like, Moreton, which is, like, just up from fucking... Because, again, it's, you know, there's a lot of, like, socioeconomic wealth in that area.
Yeah.
You know, but it's, like, a lot of it's retirees. And then, so you wind up with, like, that kind of bribey situation where it's just this awkward combination of kids and old people that, you know, the old people and the kids just don't get along or interact, and all of the fucking public services are really just designed for the old people because it's technically like a retirement zone. And so the kids are just like weird and bored. And so they're only outlets just breaking things. So you wind up with these like feral kids, but otherwise everything else looks like it's designed for people.
Strathpine looks like it's still in the 90s. Like, it's got that, you feel when you enter thing like they put a filter over the town.
Fucking the radio like blurs and it's just like fucking
it's like the Twilight Zone, you know, it twinkles as you go in, like there's
a slight like shimmer. A little blink and you'll miss it ripple. It's like, what happened here?
You are now entering the Strathpine Zone.
I know. The 90s would be pretty nice.
And there's so many places in Australia, like little suburbs that are like that.
Dude, like if you ever want to just visit 1989 again, you can drive to Redcliffe any day of the week.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking uncanny.
I just remember, because I used to work at Redcliffe, and because we worked at cash converters, so...
Yeah, it's a bummer.
I just never... someone burnt down the Centrelink there. So we got a lot of more customers because they were coming in to get cash events and stuff. But just, someone burnt down the Centrelink. It's just like...
That's the problem is like,
fantastic.
it's 1989, so like, if you burn down the Centrelink in like Redcliffe, they can't go online to do their shit. So it's like, well, fuck, you know.
They don't have a line.
No, they're back to stealing people's like yard furniture and trying to sell it to you for like comically inflated prices.
I saw 300 cans yesterday.
Like at the fucking recycling thing?
Yeah.
What did that get you?
$46.
You know, that's actually surprisingly good.
Mm.
Like, cause I was expecting like, if it was somewhere between 0 and 10, which is kind of what I was just expecting, like, you know, I don't know, that's a fucking waste of goddamn time. 300 cans doesn't even sound like much. I mean, I'm probably sure it is.
6 or 7 garbage bags.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's what, like a week of fucking mothers for you?
Well, see, originally there was about 3 or 4 bags at my house, and then I went to my ex's house and stole her cans. But still, I asked if I could have them.
Okay.
I didn't just go.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna have to point out the incongruity of making fun of ferals while you've become the can goblin. My retirement cans!
I just knew they were there, you know. And
I just knew they were there, yeah.
It's like, shit.
Aluminium gold you've got there!
You know, they can even come to your house and collect it.
Really?
If you got over 100 cans, yeah.
Does that take away from your end, like...
No, I believe it would.
Where were we? Oh yeah, that's right. I started a plan to become the can goblin. Yeah.
It's really cool because like it's just a big shed.
I'll fight a cunt for cans.
And
I don't need, you know, grease is unpleasant. I can just pick up a can.
It's just drive through. Just drive in there and the guy opens your back, takes all the cans out, drive around the side of the shed, and then 5 minutes later they bring you the money. The fucking thing that scared me though is they had a big, like, they sort them obviously for recycling and shit. They had this big bin that was filled with nothing but like Japanese bottles and Mountain Dew bottles. And they're all that weird green, which makes me think there's something in those bottles that make them unrecyclable or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are they worth more or are they worthless?
Yeah.
That's
and it's just like, and that makes me think, what am I drinking? What's in that bottle?
Yeah, also stop making shit out of that if it can't be recycled. Like, there's perfectly recyclable materials that, you know...
It probably can be recycled, but it just needs to all be melted down the same.
Or it probably does, yeah. It probably just doesn't go to the fucking can place. Like... I mean, that's sad, because it sounds like you just go to the place for cans.
Well, cans,
that's probably
bottles.
A bottle dimension. Oh, so it's for the whole lot?
As long as it can be... It's got the Australian, like, recyclable sticker on it.
Okay.
There's also an app on your phone that you can scan barcodes and it tells if it's eligible or not.
Huh. Well, there's this whole little world that I'm just like completely ignorant of.
I know, right? You can even if you don't want the money, let's just say you're perfectly well off, you know, you can choose to donate it to charities.
Yeah.
Which is, again, really fucking good.
Yeah, or, you know, give it to a Bob.
Yeah, because...
Or your friendly neighborhood can goblin.
Yeah, because where are the cans going otherwise? Those greedy fat cats in the government are recycling them and taking my $46.
I mean, yeah, like that's...
Because I didn't have $46 before, but I had a shitload of cans, which I just would have put in the recycle bin and watched them go bye-bye.
Yeah, I wouldn't have even thought of it. I mean, I don't really drink anything out of cans or interact with cans, so...
Yeah.
You know, I'm forced into the life of a can goblin.
Wayne and I make, like, our furniture out of the cans. Like, our whole house is made of cans.
Well, I mean, pretty much if, you know...
Did you ever see his can pyramid?
No.
So when he used to live at St. Lucia as a student in a share house, he used to keep every single Coke can he drank, and he just built them into a pyramid. And there was like 500 cans there. We've got photos, I'll get them.
Yeah, I would like to see that, because, you know, Wayne is a man that has like just a carton of Coke cans in his cupboard.
At all times.
Yeah. You know, like, every now and again, I'll get like some Jolt, which is, you know, an expensive challenge. Yeah. Like, it's like $50 for me to get a carton of Jolt.
Yeah.
Or Haritos, which is not hideously difficult, but like still. And it's also, those are like bottles, so, yeah. There's nothing that I drink that much that comes in fucking cans, which is kind of a bummer. Like, I suppose I could get those cans of coffee, but like...
I think that's probably a good thing, considering...
Those are kind of pricey.
Because, like, I was reading into it and like looking into it, and, you know, like, aluminum's really poison for us. Like, really poison. And the amount of things that we have that are packaged in aluminium is redonk. Like, obviously not enough to do anything to you, because it would have to absorb a shit ton of stuff.
Yeah, well, that's the trade-off.
That's why we have use-by dates.
Yeah, because you're not meant to have something that's been sitting in like an aluminum candle enough to absorb enough for you to get a high enough dose for it. Unlike lead, which has like a safe level of 0.
I love it because when they started bringing out those like gamer fuel stuff, which is just pre-workout, like literally.
Yeah.
The first major one had lead in it.
How did it manage? Like, was it from China?
It was in the US.
Yeah, did they just?
It was before they brought in that huge like lead thing where they started investigating shitloads of companies. So they kind of were like.
That's the thing. Like America's like I rate like American food safety effectively on the same level as like fucking. I mean, I probably rate Mexico over those.
Oh, 100%.
Just because you can just tell, you know. In the United States, this is a story of regulatory capture. So it's like, oh yeah, this is safe, and it's like you paid someone off so you could say that this fucking compound.
Can you fucking go so we can get away from this truck? I hate being next to big trucks, and the guy in front of us is going at the speed of a snail. Like,
and it's like if you just sped up, you'd be ahead of it, and we'd not be in this fucking environment.
Yeah.
Because like, it's one of those things where. It's gonna go down in history for however long that lasts, that it was probably not the best idea for humanity to douse one of its largest fucking population like booms in like effectively aerosolized lead.
Yeah.
Like leaded petrol was a bummer. Like,
that was bad. It was
not great. And again, the safe level of lead is none. There are lots of situations where you can have like, all right, there's a bit in you, but it's not, it's not going to be there long enough. It's not going to be there in concentrations enough to really do any damage. And then there's lead, and it's like, no, we know this is bad from go. And like, they put lead in the fucking, the fuel just to fucking make the engines run a little longer. And I was just like, yeah, people are just walking around huffing that shit. Like a massive, and like this prime, like the boomer, like, there's like fascinating and concerning fucking studies on it too about like the sum total. No.
Which is funny because we still call the other one unleaded. I guess it's to discern it from the diesel.
I think it's because there is a difference in engines. So I think Super has something that has something in it that like functions like the lead but isn't lead. And it's like there are engines that kind of need that, but like there are engines that don't. You can just have like fucking, And again, like, that's another really great example of, like, someone figured that out and had to, like, fight petrol companies and shit to, like...
Which is insane, because they are tyrannical and...
Well, again, it's that great fucking thing of, like, oh, yeah, this would have been worse. Like, that's so much worse. Like, the cumulative loss of, like, IQ points is staggering. And it's like... It's one of those situations where you kind of like, I can't help but counterthink it just because it feels like too convenient a solution. And I do think that there is probably a lot of other things at work as well, but again, dousing a massive population boom in aerosolized lead is not I mean, if you were to say that as a thing, I'd be like, that's not a good idea. Why are old people fucking retarded? Oh.
Well, you see...
Why are they not able to like fucking adapt to new information? And it's like, right. Oh yeah, they
gave them lead-brimmed hats.
Basically, and like, then you fucking, put that in a country that like is a car-based country. People just sit in fucking traffic for like fucking ages, and it's like, yeah, this wasn't great,
Just inhaling it.
Yeah. Like
when are we gonna get cars that run fast? I want my damn fart cars. They have to make the noises too. So when you accelerate, it's like...
That's probably some YouTube fucking thing of like, alright, we built a car that runs on fart.
There's definitely got to be a fucking methane-powered car that's like, just as a concept that someone's made. Surely.
It's a cow with like a grass feeder in front of it. And then like a tube going to its ass. And then like the tube goes in the wheels.
Leg. It's not very steady. You'll get used to it.
In retrospect, we shouldn't have hooked up the steering system to the cow's brain, but we're on kind of a roll. Fucking...
There's a big night of genetic splicing,
Yeah, we're like, we already fucking replaced the thing's legs with wheels. Why not, why don't we find out where the cow wants to go?
That's always just at the grass field. Always. Every time.
Go back to the lawn. So, I vaguely remember seeing something about doing something like that with like a mouse brain or something. Like getting it to just, like hooking up electrodes to like a crippled mouse and just then transferring that data to like, not even the mouse, like the mouse wasn't in it, so it's just like a drone on the ground just scooting around like a mouse. It's like, that's a bit weird.
That's really weird. Kind of cool though. Yeah, I wish I was a mad scientist.
It's a solid time for mad science, because like in the 1800s, like, there was barely science. You were just like a maniac with electricity, basically. And it's like, there's not a lot you could meaningfully do with any of that. That's why it was all like just made up, Like Mary Shelley had to invent shit. It's like, no, you can't just fucking sew a bunch of dead guy parts together and fucking electrocute it back to life. It doesn't work that way.
Sure.
We can get a mouse brain to make a drone move though, and that's pretty fucking swish. Like,
I wonder what it would do with it. Try to eat cheese.
If we put it into some kind of battle body. I am kind of curious about that. Like, how long does a mouse live in like some kind of DARPA war drone before it realizes it has like a power of life and death that it never would have had in its like little squishy mouse body?
It would take like a freak mouse brain accident for it to come like extreming yourself where whatever's going on.
Now I have the power.
Otherwise, it's just a mouse. It just wants to eat cheese and poop. Like that's
Yeah.
not even cheese, just eat.
There's like, because like it's one of those situations where every now and then you'll see like one of these animals is just like a little bit clueier than the rest, and it's just that like little, it's that dice roll of just one of them's got a brain that's just something clicks in it and it's able to go, hey, that's interesting. It's like some cats you can see figure stuff out, like they can like put elements together in ways that like a lot of animals just don't, and then some are just lose a fucking fight with their own hind leg.
We have achieved Albany Creek. We're in Albany Creek, which is where I grew up, and I just had a doctor's appointment. We had some KFC for lunch. The Video Easy is now a radiology.
Yeah. Well, it used to be the whole thing. Like this whole thing used to be.
Yeah, and then it got cut in half to put that KFC there.
Oh, that's right, because for a while it was like there was one door let you into both.
Yes, and the video games were on that side on the right there. Against that wall, I remember. The SNES games and everything.
How do we get out of here? It's a fucking goddamn McDonald's drive-thru.
Dude, this is like...
fucking car wash. This feels like it was designed to fuck with people going for the L's,
This area is the standard Brisbane practice of, we didn't think this out, but we're just gonna build more.
Jam it in. Should be right. It's fine. It's just fucking cunts in big lumps of steel. What's the worst that could happen? Yeah, it's funny because like, there's like the place has changed, but just not that much.
I want to see what this place actually is.
Yeah, you're right. It's a church.
It is a church? Oh, okay, yeah. Good Shepherd Baptist Church. Good Shepherd Christian School. Woofed.
Nurturing firm foundations through deranged interpretations of the scripture.
Now this back here just always used to be nothing. I think it still is, which is insane that like they haven't had land development push into like the side and try to take these houses and
the
stuff.
funny little pockets that manage to exist. I'm curious as to how low lying this is, because I feel like it would flood.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel like this whole area was
it
underwater.
did.
Yeah. Because I don't know what's over there. Oh yeah, it's a creek bed that's dry with a horse in it, I just managed to see.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There was just like, I looked over, it's like, oh, it's a creek bed, and there's just a horse going. It's like, oh, okay.
Oh, okay, there is a farm for horses there.
Yeah, there we go.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it's not just a stray horse. Like the stray dogs we saw earlier. Like, they were just two dogs.
Two dogs.
And
one had a collar, one didn't.
Yeah, and not two dogs like just out in an area where, like around here, like if you just saw two dogs, you'd be like, oh, two dogs have gotten out of someone's yard. This was in a parking lot in front of an Aldi. It's like, is Aldi just selling dogs today? Because like you can't rule that.
This is what I expect. This here on the left, like shitloads of townhouses squished in. No, yeah, there's more development. Okay, so it is happening slowly.
It's getting in there, but yeah, there's still those little holdout areas where it's like, no, I want to live on my front.
I'm not going to sell my house. Fuck off.
I'm going to live on my floodplain in peace. Damn it. You know, like whatever the fuck this shit is. Yeah, that's a lawn monster. That's what I was talking about when I said people come out here and they buy these like massive fucking blocks of land, they put a house on it, and then there's just, check this out. This is where we get to find the high level
Holy
Pokemon.
shit, look at that dog. That is a fluffy ass fucking dog.
That's like a proper poodle.
Yeah. Essence Living, private property, no trespassing.
A health and well-being
I feel like
group.
this is a cult.
I was about to say, it's a cult. I mean, we think there's no fences there, but there are really psychic fences.
Dude, there's like birds painted on the fence. This is like a cult, 100%.
Welcome to Essence Living. No, you can't leave.
I'm gonna look this up.
It does.
Like,
a health and well-being group is so vague.
And it's like they've got a big fence you can't see in.
Yeah.
And it's a cult. A health and well-being group. It's just such a fucking devious
Health
sentence.
And well-being. I do love just all the fucking, like the fences, just like all the frames are up, but then none of the, like they ran out of money to finish it. So there's just like,
But when you build your cult in the middle of nowhere, it's not a smart idea.
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be in school, young lady?
Yeah, soon this will all be duplexes for the cult. Just fucking, and there's another one. I was like, yeah. I want a fucking front lawn that I can put an orchid on. All right. I mean, okay, you got some nice lemons, but I'm gonna sit here and make fucking lemon marmalade constantly.
There's plovers just crossing the road. Just fuck you.
I got swooped by a fucking miner the other day, and
What did it try to do? Like, what's its game plan?
I don't know, it goes flip near me, and that's what it does. Yeah, and like, I know where it lives, and it is picking a fight I don't think it's ready for.
That chair up on that balcony, you can't see it, guys, but it looks like a Donkey Kong cannon.
It looks a little bit like one of those dumb circle chairs made out of wicker that you can just fucking, it's a cylinder that are never comfortable. Like, they showed up, like, it's like those weird egg chairs that they had in, like, The Prisoner and then got everywhere, and it's like, all right, I understand why that's in The Prisoner, because you could conceivably tell me that, like, it was all part of the weird fucking situation that we're going to just produce nothing but these weird chairs you can't quite be comfortable in, you can't quite conduct any business in, and you can't quite do anything in, because it's this whole thing is there to fuck with you. It's like, all right. And then people would buy that for their house. Again, like, yeah, would I buy a lot of, like, weird prisoner shit to fucking make my house a bizarre torture land for anybody who visits? 100%, but I'd at least have a chair for me.
Yeah. You want a comfy chair.
I'd maintain one armchair. Just like, I could comfortably sit in it now. I don't know how bad, like, I gotta look into that, because there's no real rules. The thing about, like, you can't just say you're a Catholic priest.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's the whole point of Catholicism, is there's a leadership structure to it, They go, no, you're not. I was like, all right, well, there you go. I mean, you basically got to create your own form of splinter fucking Christianity to get away with that shenanigans. And that's a weird thing to want to do. Like, no one does. No one's like, oh, yeah, I'll just be like fucking Catholicism too. Everyone's like, I'm like Orthodox or whatever the shit,
Yeah.
But, like, there's just no rules, technically. Like, authority structures are inevitable, and they do have them in the States and whatnot, but, like, you can just be a Protestant priest. And I am kind of curious to push the limits of just precisely how much I can do that while not having a fucking clue.
Yeah.
Just like, I haven't read the fucking book.
I guess it depends, like, who's dumb enough to try to follow you. Like, and most of the people who are followers are kind of dumb, so I think you'd do fine.
There's a big fucking hole in them. Look at that fucking miner there drinking its fucking nectar. Piece of shit.
I hate those trees, dude. Shit used to play with my, like, hay fever. I'm so glad I don't really get hay fever anymore.
Yeah, like, I used to have really bad allergies and asthma and shit when I was a, particularly a very young child. And just, I don't know, over the years, I think the exposure finally fucking kicked in, and then, like, it was about, like, around the 20s, the asthma just stopped being an issue.
Yeah.
And which was wild, because, like, my whole life it was just like, hey, what's an issue? Oh, asthma.
I think
What's the thing that you're going to be dealing with constantly? Fucking goddamn.
Mine pretty much went away when I went to high school.
Yeah, like it does happen, and like it's the same with the allergy thing, where it's just like your allergies will just change over the years.
Which is nutty.
Yeah.
Like, especially if you, like, gain allergies or, like, lose allergies.
Yeah. Like,
Losing them is more
worse.
rare, but sometimes it does happen.
Sometimes they'll get worse. Oh. Alright, that fucking truck back there, its personalized plate was nutty, but it was like nut into tea. It was tea like a golf tee, so I'm wondering if the person's really into golf or they just couldn't get like nutty and they had to settle, you know?
Probably settle, I'd say.
I mean, out here it really could be either or. I'm betting there's a big fucking golf dad contingent to the Albany Creek suburban landscape.
Yeah. I want to know, like, because my family moved here, and my uncle and aunt used to live down that road. I don't know, they still might. And then my other uncle and auntie live out at Cashmere, and it's like most of my family moved up here, which is weird. I want to know the circumstances.
I mean, that was a big thing for a while, like particularly like of a certain, you know, a certain generation would just like move up to Queensland at a certain point. I think it might have been there was a period where like, you know, the Queensland property market was just way, way, way fucking cheaper than the New South Wales one. So
Yeah,
like,
most
I mean, it probably still is, even though it's like.
And also they lived in a small country town, so they probably wanted to get out of said small country town.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where it's like you either have to have like an entire job and life reason to be there. Otherwise, why in God's name would you be there?
Yeah.
You know?
Pretty much for God, because that was a God town.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Well, I assume it was. I know most of them folk were older and you know, religion was big there.
The idea of like, that's some fucking, you know, Gunna-dose shit to me. Like, what's out here? This is a whole town and like one church and everybody goes to this church in this fucking town. It's like, oh, it gives me the fucking shivering willies.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because like, that's the thing is like, you know, when you look like me, there are a lot of ways and, you know, you can get around and blend in, you know, with people that are going to be immediately pretty much mortally hostile to me.
I just love on this corner here, hair salon, just in some motherfucker's house.
That's fucking great.
Lordy. Ah, this is the street.
Is that legal?
That I grew up in. Seligan Street.
The fuck's a Seligan?
And I don't know, I want to see what the house looks like. Hi, can we come
Commendable.
through the house? We used to live here. Where is it?
Two-story brick affairs. Look at them. That place needs some vinyl siding. Is that it?
That's it?
That's a nice house. Did it look like that when you lived here?
Okay, so, no.
Because now it's
So
like
that
a
garage
lovely looking-
was there, but it wasn't as
built in.
built in.
So it was like just a roof.
Side gate and stuff wasn't there like that, a big corrugated gate. Most of it kind of looks the same from the outside. That, see up in where the aircon is to the right, the window there, that was my room. I used to climb out and sit on the roof, which was cool. I'll have to look at Google Earth and see what like the backyard looks like, because we used to have a huge umbrella tree on the left, and that looks like that's gone. Of course, the neighbor house on the right was the one that flooded when, oh, they got a big shed in the back too now, when our above ground pool burst.
That's funny. I mean, a lot of these places could use a front fence, but like, you know, this is your middle class suburb territory. Although now that the fucking classes have gone absolutely batshit, really, like, you know, middle upper.
The question is, where can I just like park here?
Since the middle class are renting and the lower class are
Just park here.
developing a kind of hermit crab situation. Where the fuck are we going?
We're gonna get out and have a walk.
Oh, Jesus shit. I'm gonna go for fucking. Those are the walkies that I was threatened with.
This is Cuthbert Park. Cuthbert's family settled in Albany Creek in the late 1800s. initially farming small crops and then evolved in dairy farming. They're active members of the local community.
Is that a runway for model planes? I mean, what the? This is a weird mix of park, you know, because there's like stuff and then there's the distinct sense that like nothing's been done in a while.
I can't remember this being here. Like, I think this was much smaller scale. Oh, these things were rad. They're no earthly sense. They're like, hey,
it's a seesaw kids can't fuck themselves up on as bad. Like,
you say that.
I mean, look, life finds a way. I do accept that.
I love it because like sometimes a kid would get caught on these things when they fall off. So like their shirt just kind of tears. I swear designers of parks were like, what can we use to fuck kids the most? Because like, this is just a device to get sick.
What is that?
You just get on it and it spins.
So it doesn't like, oh, I thought it'd tilt.
No, you literally just, so you sit on it and you go, wee.
That was your own fault.
I know.
You didn't think, I'm gonna see how fast.
That's it. So like, it's on a tilt, so the gravity carries you.
Yeah.
So once I was getting up to there, it was really swinging.
Yeah, well, that was what I was aiming for.
This was here, I'm pretty sure.
This looks dinkier than 40 years old, yeah.
Because like, I get that to stop you rubbing from the bars, but they just get dirty and moldy.
I think it's because kids would lose fingers on a chain sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you can get a nasty pinch on a chain.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I wonder if this will support my weight. I mean, it should.
It should.
Like, it's not like I'm fucking, you know, Yokozuna. Oh, that's completely uneven. With a pommel horse. Hey! Well done. Oh, that's a good stretch.
See, Cuthbert was one of the names we used for our schoolhouses for sports.
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
Fucking stupid.
Yep. Yes, they were.
What's this for? It's to teach you, like, baseline fucking othering and xenophobia.
Yeah, I swear that used to be a cricket pitch, but I don't know why they've just concreted it.
Well, I mean, I can understand that, but like, you know, just it by itself out here is just weird, you know? Like, because now it's just a strip of fucking concrete in the middle.
There's not even a place to like put the wickets.
Yeah, that was what was kind of like had me curious.
Because usually they'll have like a spot where you can actually place the wickets.
Like some holes.
Yeah. Whereas this is just nothing, like.
Because it's like, you could maybe get a game of like fucking backyard rugby going, and then it's like, all right, but you got to stay away from the concrete bit. It's like, well, that's just an added, you know.
It might have been like actual cricket material, sort of that grassy fake shit back in the day, and I think they just concreted over it instead of maintaining it.
I mean, they could have just, I don't know, fucking chucked some dirt over it and some grass seeds, and then just go, there we go. Let nature have it back. I mean, at least you got like a big grassy space. I mean, I'm assuming it's just on the list of things to fix because this would have flooded.
You know, it's crazy because like all the times living here, nothing really flooded because floods weren't big back then.
Well, that was when we were in the El Nino cycle.
Yeah.
And it was dry as fuck. that was when we were running out of water.
Now, I used to come down
here.
Look
at this. This looks nice now.
I used to come down over to the right to burn stuff. Yeah, that is nice.
You know, that's a pleasant water feature.
And it's actually crazy because it's all natural. You know, there's like, no one maintains this.
Yeah.
And it looks nice
still. That's where water goes, yeah.
Whereas most places are stagnant and smell and look bad. Used to be turtles in here.
Might still be one or two around. I mean, there's what looks like one of those fucking like landmines, you know? See to the right there? Like the orange thing? Yeah, the one that has like face toward enemy. Like the snipers get them, so the
Claymore.
Claymore, that's it. Couldn't for the life of me remember what it was fucking called. It does,
and there's a golf ball to the left of it.
Oh yeah. Some weird wargaming going on around here.
So this is the primary school. That's not the primary school I went to. There was 2 primary schools here in Albany Creek. There was Albany Creek, which is this one, and then there was Albany Hills. And I went to Albany Hills. Don't ask me why, that's just what happened.
That's just that weird catchment thing, you know?
Like,
I'm surprised you're so...
Come on, graffiti people. Like, at least, like, if you're gonna tag it, do it where the writing's not, so people can still enjoy the sign.
That's not even a good penis.
No, that's a terrible penis.
It's terrible. I don't know why you're going over there. That's
well,
just
that's
like...
where this is where I used to go to burn things. Down here, I'm just seeing how overgrown it is.
You know why
like,
it's overgrown? Because the
like
natural cycle of you burning them
like...
has not taken place in years.
It still looks like people sort of come through here. Like, it's kind of... I mean, I'm not going in there, but...
Oh, fuck no. No. It's just getting warm enough that, like, snakes might be awake.
Yeah.
And that's prime getting bit by stuff territory.
Now, there used to be a big, big patch of bamboo over
What's
here.
over that way?
That's where we're going to go after we go this way.
Okay. You suppose the bamboo's still there?
That's what I'm hoping.
Because I could actually use some bamboo. And a lot of places are finicky about you just having the bamboo. There's a fucking house down the road from you in Cooper Road that's like overgrown. You cannot fucking see the house for the bamboo.
That's insane.
Yeah. And I'm like tempted to fucking, you know, I don't know, try and snatch a bit, but it's also, it's far enough away that I gotta be like walking around with like a saw or something.
I love this sandpit in this school here, because it's like, it's just literally a pit. There's no like markings around it. And someone's built like this sort of snake hole here.
I guarantee you that like, that's gotta be mostly like stray cat feces.
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way it's not. You see that, you go, oh look, convenient place to shit. I'm like, yeah, you know what, can't fault you there.
Big field of sand.
Yeah.
This is a good place to shit.
If I were out here at night, I'd shit there. Where else am I gonna shit? Down there? That's scary. Get bit by something down there.
Actually.
Is the fucking shit supposed to be further?
Yeah, it's further.
Okay.
So we go, there's a few, it's actually on that side, but this loops around.
Huh. Alright, flooding got that tree.
Oh, wow. Oh, look at the lizard.
What?
On the log there.
Oh, yeah.
See?
I haven't seen bearded dragons about in a while.
There he goes, he's gone. Oh, the small lizards, penny lizards.
What?
There's like lots of little penny lizards in there. You know, people didn't know what penny lizards were.
I've never heard the term penny lizard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just the little brown, you know, the brown sort of skinks?
Oh, okay. I didn't know they had a name.
I don't think it's an official name, but that's what we used to call them. Because they're the same color as the old pennies.
Yeah, the 2-cent pieces and shit.
Yeah.
Weird ancient copper.
That's one thing Albany Creek has a big problem with is graffiti. And it's like, why? Why are you tagging here?
It's like, it's a pleasant suburbs version of like a gang problem.
Yeah.
It's like 8 to 10 unattended 12-year-olds. Just like, well, what's the most damage we can do, but that won't get us in like actual trouble.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, just walking around with a fucking spray can. You know, because if they start like taking shit or destroying things that like, you know.
Oh, I love children's playgrounds when they're just giant tires, you know? Like, what do you do?
Tires
Climb
on the ground,
That's
yeah.
it.
Oh,
Okay.
on top of it. And some of the littler kids can get up in the inside rim of it. And then that's the tires for the day.
Well,
Because, yeah, what are you gonna fucking, I got vertical suplex a kid off the top of the tire. Now, someone will notice that.
I wonder if there's a troll under that bridge.
You know, the flood probably wasn't good for Brisbane's bridge troll community. Yeah, because for fucking ages when I was a kid, this thing was like effectively just fucking dry, you know?
Now this is more the stagnant water.
Yeah,
Why
there's
is a big
something living
turtle?
over there. It might actually be a platypus. That was a
Oh, it's
platypus.
a platypus! Holy shit! I've never seen a platypus in the wild.
Really? I've seen them, but never down here. Oh, dude, look, big bearded dragon.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dude, there's one right there.
Oh, wow.
It's nuts, like, you know, fair is fair. Being still actually does make some of these things hard to see, you know? Like, look at him. He was right there, you know? This is also how you get bit by stuff. Like when I say that you will, like, I don't want to go in any of these bush areas because, like, I don't want to get, like, fucking bit by something. It's because you'll, like, you know, you could have just stood on that.
Yeah.
And
they stay perfectly still.
He's not poisonous, but, like, other things are.
Not poisonous, but he still bite you. If you get close enough. They usually just try to run away, which is, you know, fair.
Like, well, I mean, yeah, they'll go away. Brown snakes won't.
Yeah. I fucking hate danger worms, dude. What a stupid fucking thing. It doesn't have legs.
It's just, the thing that gets me is like, yeah, if I went clomping toward that, it'd scoot off. If you go clomping toward a fucking brown snake, it just gets stiller and harder to fucking discern from the fucking environment. Like, it's just one of those situations where, like, everything that goes on is guaranteed to cause this unpleasant interaction.
Yeah. I wish I had something to feed the lizard. He looks so chill.
Yep. Waiting for the sun to turn me on. Oh, so I think that's a good sign seeing a platypus this far fucking down, you know?
Yeah. That means that, like, the ecosystem's pretty good.
Yeah. I think you might be able to see. Because the water's still kind of disturbed around there. I kind of... You know, its burrow might be sort of nearby, you know?
Yeah.
Because their burrows open into the water but then go up and have like a, you know, an air pocket chamber, which is where they actually fucking live, you know? Is this safe to lean on?
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't like... Shut up, you bastards.
Crows are jerks. There was two crows and one just keeps flying at the other one.
Yeah, they're having a fight.
It's like, fuck you, this is my branch.
Having some kind of argument. Some weird crow dispute. There just are lizards everywhere. There's another one on the tree over there. See that?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That one looks more like fucking Yoshi from the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
I'm still tripped out. We saw a fight because you never see platypus.
I've never seen a platypus outside a zoo.
Yeah. It's good to see shit can fucking fix itself after.
Oh, there's a duck over there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a veritable habitat of wildlife. It's crazy just seeing, like, places not ruined by us.
Yeah, no, it does a body good to just see things still alive.
Yeah.
You know? You're like, oh, look at that, fucking... You know, if we're gone for 5 minutes, shit does work out. Because platypus can be pretty picky, too. Like, they're hard to get fucking, you know... They're an odd species. Not like a bajillion of them.
Oh, there's a turkey! Another one. No, this is the turkey section.
This is the turkey habitat. Yeah, like I can't remember if they're an import or what.
Turkeys?
Yeah, like the scrub turkeys particularly, like they might be like...
I got a feeling they've been introduced.
Yeah. I gotta keep an eye out for fucking lizards now, you know?
Yeah, there's two very big ducks down there.
I mean, they've found themselves a pretty comfortable fucking little spot here, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that little, like you look at that little area down there and it's like, that's got what they need, it's out of the way, you know? Like, all right, people aren't feeding them bread, but there's also not like fat kids trying to pick them up. You know?
There'd be shitloads of wildlife for them to eat.
I mean, like, the lizards might try to eat the chicks occasionally. But really, only those 2 big ones we saw would have like had a stab at that. The rest would just be like, you know, kind of too small. Maybe go after the eggs or something.
You know, like living here was rad because like this is just such a good place for a kid to.
Yeah. I like how there's just like a bit of like what looks like a fucking chimney down there.
Oh yeah.
That's the chimney puss. It sits very still most of the day.
I love, dude. There's just a big ass palm tree, like in the middle of all this. Like there's a few, and it's just like palm trees are just such a murderous thing for our environment.
Are they?
Well, just like the way they grow and like they leave their leaves and shit everywhere. Because I think like they're generally for like near beaches and shit. So around here they just kind of are a nuisance.
Something's probably learned to live in them. I mean, at the very least, bugs.
Yeah.
And then, you know, things will pop along to eat the bugs. How long ago? Was it probably like 4 or 5 months, the flood? About 5? It was like February or something, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, around there. Dude, fucking, did you see the flooding in overseas right now?
Oh, like how Pakistan's underwater?
Yeah. Like 3/4 of the country is underwater. What's down there? Is that just a flow? Yeah. See, that shit looks like beavers down there. Like beavers would have a field day here.
See, this is if I were like, you know, 20 years younger, I'd be like trying to work out how to get down there.
100%.
But I don't want to.
I can't get back up. I could get down.
Yeah, I mean, I could get back up, but it's also like, once you get to about here, it's like, all right, I gotta grab onto grass and hope that that holds me.
White spider. White spider.
Here's something. All right, another turkey.
Goddamn turkeys.
All right, if it's clumsy and loud, it's a fucking turkey. There's no...
Or a fat kid that's stumbled into
Fat kid that's raised by the turkeys.
Here's some bamboo.
Oh, yeah.
It used to be this, pretty much this whole part here was bamboo.
I wonder what happened, because that shit's normally like a fucking plague.
People
like,
probably took it. Like cut it down and shit.
I mean, look, again, fair enough, because again, it will grow like a fuck. Ah, kookaburras.
Kookaburras up there.
Fuck, those things are loud when they actually go off.
Oh yeah. Well, one that comes in my backyard while I hang out the washing and fucking
Just laughs at
at
you.
me. Yeah.
I wonder if you can teach kookaburras to like say different shit, like you can some other shit.
Dumb cunt.
Yeah.
Dumb cunt.
Wow, that was fucking someone's house, and they landed on like the balcony, and it was like night, and it was like one of those like hospitality things. So we were all getting, you know, not loudly drunk, but just quite drunk on like a balcony at like fucking Tuesday at like 4 a.m. and then this fucking thing lands. It's like, oh wow, look at that, that's really cool. And then it just decides to do its whole deal at full volume in like a fucking small space, and just deafening. Like, just cover your ears fucking loud, because it hurts. It's like, look, you miserable cunt.
Umbrella leaves are fucking cool.
So we see where they get the name, hey?
Yeah.
I love how there's bits of what look like one of those sprinkler systems sort of down here as well. See that green thing?
It's a lost society.
Yeah. Lost Society of Albany.
Well, I mean, we are in Albany. There's the creek.
There's like one. This is the famous creek. There's like, you know what the cool thing about this is that's gonna fall over one day.
Oh, dude, yeah.
And someone's gonna be here for that.
I'm amazed it hasn't already. Those
Oh,
roots
fucking look
must
at
be
that.
deep. That shit scares me. Like, look at that. Wow. I like there's just a piece of brick down the bottom, like off a roof gutter.
Or some kid's going, hey, let's throw a brick through that hole. It's like, you know what? I fucking can't argue with that, because if I had a bit of brick right now.
Put it in the hole.
I'd just be curious, you know, is it gonna come out the other side, or is it gonna vanish and go to some fucking weird tree dimension?
I also do love the trees like it's forked. Like it's grown into two things.
I think like one's alive and one's not quite as alive. Although it's got a bunch of those little side
There's a shopping
things.
trolley down there.
Nature has reclaimed it now.
Dude, that thing's been there so long. Look at it. It's
Yeah.
like 90% of it's buried. Rusted as fuck. I do remember finding a bunch of like catalogs over there. So some like person was supposed to probably deliver them and just dump them in the fucking forest. This is the stagnant water, this part here. Because of the trolley and all this garbage build up.
I mean, the weird thing is, though, is it winds up like fucking, you know, because then it creates the little flow.
Yeah.
And so, like, insects and stuff will be here, and then...
It supports the ecosystem.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how positive a fucking rusty trolley is for that.
Oh, probably not.
It can't be too bad if there's, like, a platypus and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, well, that's interesting. So, you see how there's, like, something tied to a bit of wood there?
Oh.
And you follow that string up, and it's like a fucking chair.
What the fuck?
I mean, I'm assuming that's a flood prize.
What?
Or a bizarre art installation. Oh, hell yeah.
Look, we can actually get down here.
Dare we go down
Yes.
scary path?
Yes, we do.
I mean, look, if it's for outsider art, yeah, I have to. And provided you're going first, that way you'll walk through all the webs.
That's what I'm kind of keeping my eyes peeled for.
There's something in front of you there.
Yeah, I can see it.
Karate. Yeah, this is like a kid mischief fucking thing.
Well, that's a fucking...
What?
There's a web here with a spider in it.
Well, fucking, you know, we're surrounded by sticks. That dude, look.
Right there.
There.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not...
Fuck your web. Fuck your web. Get out of here.
Yeah, you'll relocate, it's fine. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to fucking work out. Like, there's a bucket here that's had something growing in it that's tipped over.
I mean, that looks like someone's house plant that's escaped. Like, look up.
Yeah. I'm just trying to assess the area and work out what's going on.
Is that a trap? Is this something set up to trap humans? It's like... I feel like we're disrupting something that we don't understand.
Well, it's down now. The clown is down.
Teens smoke weed down here.
Oh, I'd believe it. Like, what is this?
I mean, that does not look strong enough to warrant... You know, like, I'm not gonna walk over that. I love how I'm standing up here in my business slacks, like just the least. Yeah. Hi, and welcome to the Crocodile Assessor.
Oh, wow, look at this fungus.
My fucking, like, vision even is just unused to this much fucking... I'm gonna have to put that chair back up. Like, that has to go back to whatever that is, whatever that's for, whatever creature that's attempting to trap. It does need to go back.
Right. What's that?
And you're gonna want to hold on to that.
I'm holding.
Oh, fuck. I thought something was moving near me and it was just me moving a stick.
All right. Let go?
Yeah.
Nice. I am very confused.
I know, because, like, this looks like a bridge. Was there an extra rope on that so it lowers or some shit? I mean, was it really necessary? Because I also managed to get across here. Like, maybe it's for, like, 11-year-olds and this is just too big for them. How big is an 11-year-old these days? I haven't been paying attention.
About
that. You know... Excellent.
Sad. Yeah, sad. I fell in mud. It was very slippery.
Give me the thing.
I don't even want to get up.
Yeah, it turns out your little like fucking, your little Sailor Moons. What are those even? Skate shoes?
Yeah, skate shoes.
Probably not the best.
Yeah, probably not, eh? Now,
got them muddy cheeks. Oh wow, God, look at that. This is some fucking primal shit down here.
oh, dude, that's nutty.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, just
Like, it is
seeing
that
how it
fucking-
erodes over time and, like, just the cuts out of...
Makes you want to explore more.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't want to fall over.
No.
And I don't want to get a mud butt.
No, it's not fun. I can confirm.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at all the little funny things on the log, like little hair-looking stuff, and that's why I slipped, because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, and like, to be fair, that like exactly that mud, if it doesn't have like a root system in it, is like, see over here it's fine, because it's all rocks.
Yeah.
Like that'll grip. But like that mud will just go out from under you. That was bold.
I know. I thought I was going to slip again.
Yeah, so did I. Like, think with your foot, like, but see, that's the thing, is like, there's a bit of fucking, you know, there's more material there. It hasn't quite been polished to...
It's not looking like clay.
Yeah, to like just an arse coating. Yeah, because that was the funny thing, because I almost walked down there and I was like, oh, it looks a bit slippery. I just, you know, I didn't vocalize it because, why would you? Why would I fucking just mutter that out loud? That looks slippery. What does? Fucking nothing, just a thing I'm looking at. Not really relevant.
Found a hammer.
There's gotta be like stoners or something, which to be fair, this would be a fucking rad place to get baked if I still did.
Oh, dude, 100%.
Like
I think your
bit of
chair,
Mario
like, you
warp
need a
pipe.
better chair. That chair's shit, but...
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't, again, this doesn't look like, I mean, this doesn't look like it was done to protect the chair, you know?
Yeah.
Because if this occurred naturally, that's fucking amazing. And it's not impossible, because floods in general, you know, the general fucking hullabaloo of fucking nature can, you know. I mean, look at that fucking, you know, stick in the fucking middle of that tree there, you know. Wild stuff does happen, but... You know, if you just turned around and there was like a velociraptor or some shit around here, you'd just be like, oh yeah, nature's returning. That's...
We should put statues of raptors around. Just...
That'd be a good, just one of the plastic, like the, you know, the reasonably decent rubber ones you can get, like the not to the mid-ground expensive ones. Just the head of one, like attach it to a bit of rope so when someone sits on something, it just sort of like peeks out from behind a tree. Yeah, so these are the kind of things you'd explore when you were like fucking 10 and 12. And it does look like kids still do, even though Fortnite exists.
Which is nice.
Which is nice,
see,
yeah.
they probably get inspiration from building the Fortnite, and that's why they built something like this.
I do, yeah, because like I can see doing this just because you're like, okay, I've got this, and now some part of my brain's gonna come up with something else to do with this. And it just doesn't.
No.
I mean, yeah, if that were like a fucking Acme-style anvil or something.
Yeah, but you'd think that would be wide below it, so whatever goes below it would disrupt the rope and drop
instead
it.
there's just this weird... Well, again, to me it feels like a drawbridge system
Maybe
of some
this is the
description.
bridge to Terabithia.
Wasn't that cancer?
Maybe?
Probably.
I don't know that book. I get it mixed up with the Rats of Nim.
Well, the Rats of Nim was definitely its own fucking thing. I still want to see like the fucking platypus, you know? Because this has been nice. It's been interesting, you know? It's got more interesting than I thought. For a while, you know, there was a bit there earlier where I just thought we were gonna get like spoken to for filming behind a school. I just didn't want that.
No.
Didn't want to have to explain, because the explanation just is you know, sounds stupid.
All you gotta do these days is just say TikTok. That's it. Just, I'm doing TikTok, and they'll be like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
They'll understand.
but you know...
We're not filming
Like
the
there are
kids.
child molesters on TikTok, like I'm
true.
sure of it.
True. It's not like we're going up to the school in lunch
Yeah,
break
no,
and going,
look,
hey, little Billy.
I know, like,
I'm
I
into
know
you.
that,
Yeah.
but like,
They don't.
yeah.
I get it. I get it. That's why, like, I'm
And I
always
have-
nervous about filming when we go into stores and stuff, because you gotta get permission and shit usually.
Well, yeah, that and I just, you know, I have one of those faces. People suspect. They suspect me of just whatever. Like,
People
it's
just avoid
you know,
me because I'm trans. That's great. Man, this thing's fucking pretty. What's the word? Fragile. All right, you coming back over?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm comfortable over this side now. This is my side. I've claimed this land. These will be. This will be where I build my new and perfect society. There's my national flag. That really good stick is my prime minister. I mean, look at that. That's straight as shit. That's like fucking the start of a fucking hut right there, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's already one made. See, I don't have to do shit. That's shelter. Just gonna curl up under it a bit, you know? I mean, the place is filled with like fucking umbrella leaves. I don't need to do much else. There's ample turkey eggs, which I know they do come out of eggs, but I've never heard the phrase turkey eggs.
No.
You know, and I was like, hey, want some turkey eggs? Which makes me suspicious. Because if we farm it to eat the meat and it makes eggs, usually we eat the eggs.
Yeah.
You know?
It just reminds me of the Always Sunny in Philadelphia episode with all the crow eggs.
And so, yeah, the question is like, what's wrong with turkey eggs then? You know?
They probably just taste foul.
Yeah, well, I mean, that has to be it. There has to be some fucking, you know, some problem with them. And it's like, well, what can really be wrong with a fucking, you know, you can eat bird eggs, just whatever. Like, the only problem is, yeah, are they going to be palatable compared to, say, like a chicken egg, which we've been fucking, you know, breeding for a fairly fucking basic...
Eggs are nutty, because, like, if the chicken lays an egg and the egg's dead, it will be rotten. Or, like, that's where a rotten egg comes from.
Yeah.
But those things become volatile.
Well, yeah, that thing we were reading.
They'll
fucking
explode.
Yeah. They fucking pop, which is
disgusting. I just imagine it sitting there shaking, you know, it's like a little grenade.
A little bob-omb. All right.
I don't know about that.
I mean, I don't want to get like, this will wrap around my leg and yoink me up, and then a bunch of children in fucking terrifying masks will emerge.
Like, you just got to go across that and don't step where I stood. Just step straight to the leaves in front of it.
Oh, yeah, like, I'm not that worried about getting across. I'm just,
Right,
you know,
okay.
I'm appreciating the cool.
I'm appreciating my mud butt.
You know, the things. Like, it's been a long time since I've been, you know, in this...
It's so fucking bizarre to me
much
that
proximity.
schools have replaced bells with songs.
Someone brought the MP3 player to the speaker system, and that was that.
I don't know if it's all schools, but I'm pretty sure it's most schools. Because I live near a school, and when I hear their bells go off, it's the same song every day.
Yeah, like, that actually, it makes more sense, because the fucking school up the road from me, I keep hearing what I think is like fucking, like, you know, can you feel the love tonight?
That's
I swear that's it, yeah. It's one of those religious schools, and like, you'd be surprised. I mean, these days it's a little more obvious.
I'd give anything to sneak in and change their song.
Yeah, well that, but I mean, the amount of like, you know, weird fundamentalist religious types that just, I mean, it's unsurprising, but they just don't understand, or seem even capable of perceiving the fucking meaning of like artistic works beyond an incredibly superficial fucking. You know, where you wind up with like fucking, you know, Nikki Sixx of Twisted Sister, who if you ever looked at a fucking picture of would be like, you know, no one in the right mind's gonna go, oh, look at that conservative icon. And it's like, yeah, this guy might not like you, you know, like, you know, it's like right-wing fans of Rage Against the Machine.
That's weird.
Yeah. What did you think the machine was exactly? What was happening in your head when did the words get in? I don't like.
No, of course not.
I guess there's bits of steel over there, and like weird shaped bits too. I feel like that used to be someone's fucking, you know, hydroelectrics or something. Like someone tried to make a wind generator.
Like, it actually backs onto someone's house. Like, up there on the left is some property.
Yeah.
So, maybe it's something to do with them. They do have horses. People with horses are crazy.
It'll be like just a bit of fence or some shit, like.
That freaks me out.
What's under there? Something.
Goblins.
Well, goblins built that trap. Goblins were like, hey, what are humans like? Sitting down. Great, all right. Brilliant. I
Put
built
it
this
in the
plan.
air.
Yeah.
Wait, what? No, they're like sitting on it.
Yeah.
Humans sitting there, right?
Yeah, and then they'll want to get the thing, and then we can go get them. It is weird that there's just like someone's house on this side here, you know?
Yeah.
Because like there's nothing, and then there's just like someone's been like, all right, Bagsy's this spot, and everyone was like, oh god damn it, you're really gonna do this? It's a big long fucking strip of public land, and you're just gonna go like, what are we gonna do? You gonna put a fence up or anything? No. Let's yell at people. Oh, yeah, back around to the park, and its mysterious landing strip, and a guy on a recumbent bike. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
This does feel like the kind of suburb where you can just walk up to people with bikes and go, hey, can I have a ride? Can I have a go? Ah, come on.
I'll be your friend.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my favorite. I'll be your friend.
That's
We're
not-
already
yeah.
friends. Shut up. I'll be your best friend.
What does that give me exactly? What am I getting out of this?
And then you were like, you can punch me in the nuts anytime you want. I'll be like, okay, deal.
Let you kick me in the nuts. You know, that I'm actually thinking about. I'm kind of curious about that. I mean, how hard? Rosella's off to get fucking soon incredibly wankered on springtime wattle that ferments a little bit and then turns these trees into just the loudest things for miles.
Fucking anthills, man. This place just has shitloads of them. That's
It's
why
ants, man. It's their world. Like,
I just don't see them often, you know? Like, I see them more of like, you know, towards the bush.
after the rain.
True.
So that's where you'll see the mounds.
They're like little mounds.
That fucking one concrete strip's fucking with me, man. It's like the suburban equivalent of a fucking crop circle.
I'm gonna go over to that water tap.
Really? You're gonna
Wash
drink out of
myself.
that?
No, to wash the
Oh,
mud.
okay. I mean, yeah.
There's a
Well,
plover
probably.
there.
Huh?
Don't look at me, cunt. No way.
What are you looking at, cunt?
So that school over there we went past before, that's where I got mauled by the magpie.
Actually, now that I think about it, it is funny that you didn't go to the school literally like I just wasn't thinking, yeah, why would you go to school? Oh, okay. And I was like, wait, no, we're like literally 2 minutes from your house.
Yeah.
And like, that would be the best.
Yeah.
Because you could just wake up late.
I know.
I'd have been able to watch fucking Dragon Ball in the morning. I suppose I had to leave
I just
halfway
heard
through.
it wasn't a very good school. That's from back in the day anyway, I don't fucking know.
I mean, you know,
No schools are really
in what
any
fucking
good.
sense, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, you know.
Water. Life preserver.
Until some stuff gets actually fixed, there's just... Get your waters. The swings. Hell yeah. Ah, finally. A swing I can just shit on. I haven't been on a swing in fuck knows how long. The problem is I gotta really hook my fucking feet up. And I'm kind of worried that it might let me go. I mean, it probably won't because these things are built fucking tough, but still, you know, make me paranoid. I gotta curl my feet so much to get them, like, you know, or leave them out. And that's just not how you swing.
No.
Have you seen this?
Seen what?
There's like a dog shit bag on the kid swing. So you can just like, let it rip, you know, if that were you want. If that were what tickles your fancy. Because I saw something hanging from it, I wasn't really fucking sure what it was. It's like, oh, it's just an empty dog shit bag.
That's fucking weird. Okay. For kids that have an accident.
Yeah, like
It's
there's
wet
nothing.
too.
Well, I mean,
Under.
I'm gonna say it's probably like, you know, given the weather.
Yeah. So this way. So this is the way I used to go to school. I used to ride through this, up this way. I don't think there's much exciting along here, so we'll drive the car up there. Till we get to the next point of interest.
The next point of interest. The sad thing is like, it's gonna have to work really hard to be more interesting than the creek.
Yeah. I mean,
That
there's
creek
more
had-
creeks.
Yeah. Well, that creek had signs of like civilization and a fucking, you know, platypus. What more do you want?
True.
Like, nothing beats that.
I'm surprised you aren't screaming at me, Mr. Plover.
It's probably like it's not quite spring yet, so it hasn't laid eggs.
I still used to scream at you.
You know, it's probably gonna be like another what, like I don't know, month or two maybe,
They're the jerks of
depending
the
on when the heat shows up.
birds. So this way is the way I used to ride to high school. So at the other end of Seligan Street is just the
These are
main
weird, these
main
fucking
road.
things.
Oh yeah, the like cichlid things or whatever they are.
I know, because it's like they kind of like look like a bit of rock that learned how to be a vegetable.
So yeah, this is the way I went to high school. To primary school, I went on the other main road. And I'll never forget riding for like one of the first times to school, and my parents were like, you can't ride alone. So they got my Oma, this feeble old woman, to ride a bike with me. Which wouldn't have been a problem, except the bike they got her to ride was an old racing bike. So it's one of those ones, you know, with the curled handles.
Everything about this is great, because there is like, well, we can't let a child ride a bike to school because like they might injure themselves. Let's put a grandma on a racing bike.
So it's
That's
tires.
genius.
You know those tires like thin.
Yeah.
Fuck. So first we're coming down the hill from our house. First fucking street, hits a rock, goes flying. Boom, bleeding, all this shit. It's just like, cool, can I stay home?
Yeah, let's not do this. That's so great. We gotta make sure the child doesn't hurt itself. Let's put an old lady on a fucking racing bike.
It's not just that, it wasn't even, like, the thing was it was an old racing bike too. So it wasn't that durable.
Zero safety features.
Yeah.
Hard zero. One of those ones that doesn't even have pedals. It's
Ooh,
like you're
it's
supposed to fucking...
That's a very bright turkey.
Yeah.
Like its wattle is, and I think that's what it's called.
Wattle or something?
Yeah, it's really
I think it's got
fucking
like a technical name.
bright.
Yeah, does that mean it's like younger or some shit? I don't understand how the turkeys fucking
this way.
work. Yeah, I still want to find more creek.
Yeah.
Most interesting.
So we're gonna look at this creek up here, which this creek here wraps all the way around to here. I think it's the same creek that like we were in. It's a continuation.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd be surprised if this is a whole other fucking waterway here.
There's a fuel can hanging in the tree.
Huh.
It's the turkeys.
Get the Jenny going later. Fucking turn the TV on. Yeah, there's a turkey mound.
That's a
honking mound.
I wish it was a giant turkey. Just come out, you know, like big.
Fucking fuel can.
I know.
That's gotta, I mean, I want to say that's a flood thing, but God only knows, you know?
Considering the fucking tree with the chair, anything could be possible.
Goblins. I'm sticking with my goblins theory. That's just another trap. It's like, well, humans like fuel. They're always going on about it, you know? What human can turn down free fuel?
True. I'd take free fuel.
Yeah. And you wind up in a net. And I'm just running away. I'm not fighting the goblins.
This creek is much less impressive. But that I think is because it's like all like worn around it. An old pipe.
What the fuck is that?
Oh.
Some fucking Shinto goddamn shit. That keeps the various Pennywises from getting out and attacking the children.
It does have a very Pennywise quality. There's another one over there. See? Next to that tree.
Oh, yeah.
And it has a log in front of it,
like,
too.
just weirdly fucking, you know, 6 bollards arranged in...
Maybe that's the Mushroom Kingdom's in there.
Oh,
That's the
weird.
pipe!
I've never in my life seen that. Like, I just never. I don't know why you need the bollard. What are the bollards for? Is someone driving up there?
There's like furry shag pieces here. Which is weird.
A free carpet. You gotta make sure you keep your spider clowns in the sewers.
Damn it.
That was terrible.
It's my left hand. And I'm holding glasses.
Well, maybe put those in your pocket. Why are you baiting the it?
I want to know I want something to come out, you know? Let's see him come out dancing. He's a little mini one. He's very small.
Still a juvenile. Clowns just don't work on kids anymore, you know? That's the sad reality.
Midget clowns, though. Whoa.
I mean, still though, but like, no one's going, hey, you want to go to the circus? Does the circus have Fortnite? What's Fortnite? I guess not. Like, that's why they're starving.
I mean, there's clowns in Fortnite.
Hey, fuck off, you. It's fucking ants picking a fight. Look at you shiny bastard. Look at this one. Where you want to go, cunt?
Oh, man. A wee bit of an ant.
It's a fancy boy.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Like, that looks exactly like a fucking
look at this
weird...
little buggy. Look at his little antenna. I don't know what the fuck that thing is.
Are its antenna meant to be like fucking different?
I think
lengths?
one of them's like half
Is that
broken.
which is the front or the back? I'm not even sure what's going on that thing.
You know, I don't know.
Yeah. I think the legs are facing in the wrong direction for the antennae to be the front. I think the antennae are the back. I think that's like its bottle arm system. Don't touch it because it might
I
fly
wasn't
at me.
touching, I was touching near it.
You know, you may want to be covered in fucking bugs and its, but I'm content to leave them in their environments. That is insane. I've never seen anything like that. I've never seen just like, why? Not even really in the front, in the way of the fucking thing. Like, it's not like it's going to stop kids from crawling up there, or like...
It's probably... So that probably connects to like a bunch of sewer drain systems and shit. And it's probably just to catch stuff, so it doesn't go into the creek.
I suppose.
And then the council will come and take it away. You'd hope. That's what we're supposed to do anyway.
Council's now goblins. You know, like, this is what that looks like it's for. It's like, oh yeah, we created like a thing of rocks and it'll help, you know, block up some of the shit.
I just love that fucking ghetto jump.
That is what that is too. It's just, I'm kind of bummed there aren't some BMX kids around trying that, like, because...
We could goad them into doing it.
Yeah. Go on, don't be a puff, go on.
Oh man, that turkey just flew! He just flew and jumped on the tree.
I mean, did it fly or did it jump?
No, like...
Yeah, but like a flappy jump is like, you know, it's like when Yoshi does his little
true.
with his legs. It's just like, he's not flying.
I just believe
Although
they
it is
can
weird
fly
seeing-
and they just don't
They just
want
don't,
to.
yeah. Right, look, that's a trap.
Yeah, what's that about?
Is that alive? Is it attached to a web? I think it's attached to a web.
Yes, yes it is.
Yep, well,
Now it's attached to me.
oh, you know. There's some kind of a Shelob coming, so...
Oh, no. if it's a sexy one like in that game, sure.
Who touched the web? Well, it wasn't fucking me.
Oh, here comes someone on a bike. Who jump? It's a mountain bike though.
Ah, it's bullshit. Not even a real
Man,
bike.
look at how the roots of like the base of those plants are.
It's weird how,
Those are
like...
nuts.
I mean, were they cut off? Or do you suppose the fucking flood just ripped them?
Oh, the cut off, 100%. Like those.
I mean,
are too,
I know it does look too neat,
too
but then it's
clean.
just also like, I don't know what fucking, you know. I mean, maybe the fucking flood did put the fucking weird bridge trap up there. Like, I don't know enough about what fucking nature's up to these days.
Paperbark is fucking weird.
It really, really is papery.
Cause like these trees, like this is soft.
Yeah.
Like the whole tree is soft until the middle.
They make a great punching thing, because like,
Oh, very.
yeah, because you got like enough squish that you don't
Soft.
just explode your fucking knuckles, but like, you know, it has that nice fucking, really good for
And they
conditioning.
don't burn very well as well, which is good.
Which is weird when you think about it.
Yeah.
I suppose it's just because they're not filled with like eucalyptus oil that just explodes. So, yeah, in comparison to the Australian exploding tree, it's the paper bark is relatively fucking fire safe. Probably just like hold moisture. That's probably, you know, given it's Australia, it's probably the whole fucking thing is like how much moisture can this thing hold?
There's so many paperbark trees. There's a lot.
Looking at the ground to make sure I don't step on something. I heard something. Something weird. You hear that?
Yeah, I did hear it.
What is that? Fucking anything.
I think it's the turkey over there.
Oh, yeah. Making this fucking pile. Yep.
Oh.
Big fucking lizard just ran into the goddamn water.
Missed it. Where'd he go?
He just galloped off the edge and just jumped into the water, like where those bubbles are and shit. I mean, he's got to still be under there. I think he might have to come up in a minute. Because they can swim, but like...
That's his life now.
Under the sea.
Under the creek.
Again, like, I didn't see that, you know?
Yeah, no, neither
The
did
whole
I.
world could just be lizards I'm not seeing, and that was
Maybe the
beginning
whole
to
world
worry
is
me.
lizards.
Like, that's the thing.
That's where reptile people come from.
Yeah, what if it's like, you know, what about all the things that have evolved to perfectly blend into our environments that we don't notice, you know?
I wonder if I can evolve to blend into their environments. You just evolved to be a menace to animals.
I mean, like, you could...
Okay,
think
it's not
that's
the turkey. That's not
yeah.
the turkey.
It's too close. What's doing that?
I don't know.
There's a little glop noise. I don't know if the microphones are picking it up.
The fuck?
It's just like you moved that. It's fine.
Okay.
I mean, I am, you know, impressed at just how fundamentally brave you are, just storming through bits of fucking... Because I wouldn't do that.
Well, I've already fallen once.
I mean, that's not a great reason to not fall again, but I'll accept it. Kind of curious as to where that lizard wound up now. I mean, I don't know. How long... Like, they might not...
It sounds like it's under this embankment there. Oh, wait, now it came over there. Now it's there.
I swear it's like... I think you're right. I swear it's getting closer. I think it's under here.
I can hear it. I don't know what it is.
It's over here.
There's also one here. There's multiple.
It could just be like some frogs.
That's probably the answer.
It does sound like something with the hiccups, though. You know?
Yeah, yeah.
I just wish I could see it.
It'd be nice if we could see it, but yeah, I definitely think it's frogs.
I've been keeping my eye out. I still don't know where that lizard went. It probably it probably was halfway down the fucking creek. Like,
Yeah.
That fucking...
It's gonna drive you nuts.
Yeah. Like, what is it? You know? Like, it probably is just a frog, but still, I want to know, because it might not be. It might be something just fucking else. You know, been meeting a lot of weird something else's today. And
See,
I'm
if I
curious.
lived over like in one of those houses, I'd build a fence. I don't want people just seeing into my backyard, man.
I don't want, like, things getting in. That's
No,
my
that
primary
too.
concern. I mean, pizzazz. At least I'm assuming it says pizzazz. These carpet squares are fucking everywhere.
That's weird.
It's like a path.
They got plants growing out of them. I think that's what they're for.
Oh, yeah, it might be like a regeneration thing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, look.
It's just weird.
Just because it's people, it's like, oh, fuck it, let's do it in a straight line, who cares? Which, you know, to me is going to look like, oh, hey, follow the magical path. Yeah. Why else would there be a bunch of fucking carpet squares in a row? I'm not supposed to follow that. What kind of fucking nonsense is this? Shut up. I think that's a butcher bird.
Sounds like one.
Called so because they impale their fucking prey on spikes. Seriously, that's what they do.
It's nuts. Look, Pizzazz is back.
Hey, you that tagger piss ass? Sorry, I can't read it because your penmanship is awful.
All right, let's have a look at this.
What am I fucking touching? Alright, it's just fucking tree goo. It's just sap.
I'll never forget
It's not gonna come to life and bite me.
my grade 9 biology teacher taking us for a walk into the bush, just out of class.
And leaving you.
And just eating sap off the tree. And he turns to me and he goes, "Do you want some?" And I'm like, "No."
No. What did you think I was gonna say to that?
I used to call him a stoner, and I think he 100% did weed. Not at school, but his own personal time.
I mean, honestly, I don't think being baked as a teacher is that big a fucking impediment. Give or take. I mean, like, you know, should you
Depends
go
on,
in
like-
after you've just had like 3 joints? No,
No.
that's noticeable.
But if you've had one in the morning, you
Yeah.
know, that's generally enough to get you through the day.
Like, that's the thing about a lot of other drugs, is like, you can be pretty fucking baked and still get shit done.
Yeah.
Like, will it be the most efficient
No.
work? Probably not. Like, depending on
Unless
what the
you're on
work is.
cocaine.
Yeah. Well, that's the fucking problem with yeah, you can have like 2 beers and function, but not much more.
No.
Give or
Alcohol
take.
just fucking fucks you.
Yeah, like there's a definite fucking limit to how fucking drunk you can be. And then there's cocaine, which is like, do you want to get everything done?
And
Hell
feel
yeah.
amazing forever?
Yeah.
Well, at the time, you'll think it's forever.
Yeah.
What if I'm like this forever? It would be the best.
Fuck yeah. Do you want to get everything done, even your bad ideas?
Especially your bad ideas.
Well, there are no bad ideas.
We don't want to go that way, because that
That's
way just
ideas.
goes up into fucking the suburb streets.
Okay.
Just like,
Once again, the fucking burbs.
burb.
Burb.
Fuck it, I've been playing Road Rash 64.
I was gonna say,
and,
are you from fucking Banjo-Kazooie?
and in Road Rash 64, there's a fucking fantastic sound effect. Like when you hit someone off the bike and it goes, oh! And it's like all the other grunts and things are like, ah, ooh, ah, and then there's, oh!
Another one of those fucking noises.
Like
It'll be one
inspiring
of those
against
little
us.
fucking head things from Princess Mononoke. You know, the little fucking guy, the little rattles. What's that thing? All right. Damn it.
It looks like an egg.
It's this thing. It's whatever this is. It has the consistency of a rock, but yeah, I think it's a nut. It's some kind of nut. Or it's going to open like an eyeball and look at you.
Oh, fuck that. That would not be fun.
All right, look, miners, you don't want to pick this fight today. Because you are not nearly as fucking threatening as the plovers, and they're not very threatening. If I punch one of you out of the sky and you explode into a puff of blood and feathers, I will consider that a fucking positive. You're not endangered. I don't need to like treat you with the same respect I treat the platypus.
Yeah.
And also, platypus, leave me alone.
Yeah.
It's a pleasant thing we've got going here.
I'm really sad we didn't get to see the platypus like out of the water.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was one of those situations where I knew it was something, but I didn't know what. And then I saw the bill come up and then the ask go down. I was like, holy fucking shit. Because your first thought's not, oh, it's got to be a platypus.
Yeah, no. I thought it was a fish or a turtle.
Platypus down in Albany Creek, such a fucking, you know. It's one of those things, I do have to remember being in like the fucking urban suburbs where it's like, I don't see, you know, for a while I just wasn't seeing like bees and I'm like, are the fucking bees gone? Is this gonna be a thing? And now I'm in an area with like the wattle they like and there's just bees everywhere. And so I was like, oh, okay.
We do actually have a bee crisis.
Yeah.
Like they are dying out.
Well, that was my thing. I was like, you know, I keep hearing about that. I was like, is this why I haven't ever seen fucking a bee in fucking forever? Or is it?
You know, speaking of bees, weirdest fucking thing, those rickshaws I sent you last night, I looked up the company and
They make
on their
bees?
website, there is nothing about the rickshaws. They're an importer-exporter of bee stuff. So like beekeeping suits and machines and everything.
That's weird.
I know. And they're like in China and like Taiwan.
Are we gonna cross the road?
Yeah.
Are we going on an adventure?
We're going on an adventure. No trail bikes or motorbikes, but what if I'm the incredible Turbo Teen?
No living vehicles.
Now this, I don't like just the reeds and shit, because you don't know what's in there.
Yeah, that's just madness. Like goblin traps aside, the area we were in earlier was much nicer. All right, play equipment.
So yeah, this was just a really nice, straightforward ride to school.
You know there are kids who say that they can jump up and touch this. Like, look how low it gets.
It does get pretty low, but that's still a big jump.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think a kid can, but it also feels like one of those like school urban legends.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, no, I knew a kid. He was like a fucking, cause look how low that is, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty low.
Just about here, it's like, you know. If someone told me they had some fucking friend who was like on the Senegalese basketball team, it'd be like, God, maybe you could.
Kelly would write a song about him, then piss on him.
Why am I getting in trouble? I just pissed on children.
Why am I getting in trouble? I just started a fucking sex slavery traffic business.
I just trafficked minors to have sex with them.
I fed them. What do you want from me?
You fed them piss. Piss is not a food.
Urine therapy. I will not
It's a
have you talking
beverage.
down about my urine therapy. I bet Terrence Howard does urine therapy.
Motherfucking,
Is that moving?
yeah.
The fuck is it?
It's a dead spider, which is why I was like confused. Because it's either light enough to weigh nothing or there's like a bit of web attached to it still.
Maybe it's a zombie. I don't like those zombie ants.
I don't think we have cordyceps in Australia, unfortunately.
Because those zombie ants are fucked.
It's like we don't have there's none of that, like, it's like we don't have actual like true rabies. There's this weird thing that like bats can get, but it's not like,
Yeah.
it's like related, but it's not as bad.
Mad bat disease.
I like that it just looks like a deer head stuck in the side of the tree.
Yeah.
A deer was just standing there and then a tree grew around it.
That actually really does look like a deer.
Yeah.
Insane.
Bit of fucking antler.
Look, here's the exercise equipment.
Oh yeah.
A bike.
Fuck, look at that turkey mound.
That's a big turkey mound.
I hate how
big
turkeys
turkey.
Turkeys are living the dream of home ownership.
I love that, like, what do you got in your playground for fun? A propeller. Like, fuck. Yeah.
That's for like toddlers though. That's for kids that are just gonna touch shit. And you're like, all right, look, get your touching shit out in the park, you know?
Is that a turkey? You jive, turkey. Quit jiving me, turkey.
I do love like there's all this stuff you can do with just bars, and then there's just also like a whole exercise bike here.
Yeah. Oh, look, they got fucking weird flippy ropey things.
Yeah, it's for like this shit, you know? Gotta fucking...
That's nice. It's got like a instruction thing to show you what you do, and you can scan it to get the thing on your phone. That's cool.
Gotta remember to grip my fucking abs. I went to the fucking exercise physiologist and confirmed basically all my...
Jesus.
You okay there?
Yeah, it just went like, it's very fast.
Well, yeah.
Now it's starting
You're
to...
powering some Swedish kid's Nintendo. That's...
Now it's starting to like have a bit more tension, but like at the start, it's just like, boom.
It'll be something to do with a magnet in it.
No, you download the app.
What?
You download the app and control like...
Huh.
Yeah,
Well, no,
that's-
I mean like it'll... As you
All
pedal
the way
it,
away,
something
yeah,
will
yeah.
open up and like brush against something or touch them, get near a magnet or something.
I love that like there's a thing that says we're not responsible for personal injury.
Yeah.
All that shit, but someone's painted over it. Ugh. Reckon that's impressive. I don't even know if I could hold up my own weight. Oh my God, no, I can't. No. No. Doesn't help that I've got really bad wrist problems at the moment.
And like no capacity to bring up your lower back.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, hand over hand's probably not great for like people with busted ass lower backs.
No.
Gotta keep my fucking abs engaged. What is this for? Okay. I mean, I feel like you could do that on anything here, but all right.
Yeah, that's weird.
I thought maybe it was for like, oh yeah, I could do my stretches, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, that is good though. Where are we? I have had the theme to Perfect Stranger stuck in my head since fucking She-Hulk. Because it has Mark Lynn Baker in it, who is fucking
Fuck yeah, it's She-Hulk tonight.
cousin, whatever his name is, from fucking
It's just
Standing
when Marvel
Tall.
changes a fucking day, it fucks me. You know, you're like, I'm used to the Marvel shows being on like a Wednesday,
yeah.
and then it's like now it's on Thursday. Fuck you.
Yeah. Why? Just maintain consistency. I don't, yeah.
I'm a creature of habit. Damn it.
Ugh. Keep abs. Don't arc back.
Live with your legs, not your back.
Must be a targeted work there.
Free the bin. Free the bin.
I kind of wish I wanted to do that me now, you know? That's convenient. I don't have a lot I can do like hand over hand on, you know? Like I got a chin-up bar, but it's one.
Yeah.
I don't have like a row of the fuckers. I can just go, wee. And that was like surprisingly challenging. You know, for someone who can do actual fucking pull-ups.
Yeah.
It's like, you forget that there's just, oh yeah, now you gotta take the whole fucking 100 kilos on one of your arms. And even if it's hanging kind of straight, it's like, oh yeah, that's a bit, like, you know, it's a fucking challenge.
Yeah. I'm 124. I ain't holding myself up. I couldn't hold myself up if I was 100, to be real. Or probably even 80.
You want to be, I mean, you know, you don't want to exactly be gunning the upper body exercises now anyway.
No.
You want to be doing like the squats
Yeah, that's what I do.
and some fucking, probably some Pilates for the back.
Because like my legs and like lower core are pretty strong. It's just slowly working that mid core in my back area.
Yeah, my exercise physio, I was like, all right, look, you got, and it was that thing I was worried about, where it's just like bits of me are big and the bits that support those bits aren't as big. It's just like, you gotta get like all these little fucking, you know, like fixing a slouching problem rather than like fixing the fucking muscles and then just going like that instead. Like if you've hurt your lower back doing that. Yep, yes I have. Yeah, like assisted fucking, you know.
That's why it's called company.
I work for company. A proud product of the fine nation of country.
I do love this model they've got because it's not a real person, it's a CGI. And it's just fucking freaky looking. Let's get going.
I'm gonna do the lower ones.
Yes, feel the burn.
Yeah, I got.
You reckon something lives in that hole?
Fuck me. What's that?
Oh. That's a good question.
All right. You saw the hole, you have to explore the hole.
It's more of a hovel.
I mean, definitely something lives in that. That's a structure. It might be like a bird, you know, like that might be like a bowerbird or some shit, like. I mean, that's a bit destructive, but okay. This is why we need a long stick for the camera, you know?
True. If there's something in there, it's not in there now.
It mightn't be home. You know?
Fucking a homeless man comes around, get out of my home! You live in here? So like just sleeps with his head in the hole. The rest of the body just hanging out.
I read a thing that people used to actually sleep in like fucking wombat burrows because they're really quite big. Like a person can fit in them. Then sometimes the wombat would come home.
Very upset with you.
Yeah, and there's just, and like they don't have much in the way of attack, but they can just sort of nudge you a lot.
And they're fucking solid. They're just this big nugget.
Yeah, it's crazy because I didn't even think they could run that fast because I was like, oh yeah, they're a burrowing animal and, you know, like fucking 80 kilo or something. Like they're fucking these big tanky things. I'm just like, they go like fucking 40 kilometers an hour or some shit. I suppose, like, I don't remember, it's like if it's on 4 legs and it's not a sloth, it's probably fucking able, it's just able to run faster because it's able to get that like fucking, you know, gallop going.
Yeah, because that's like, I think all the wombats have is burrow and run. That's like it.
What is that shit?
It looks like one of the patches that the plant was growing out of.
Carol. Yeah, why is it strewn all over here?
Crazy Dave, who lives down in the creek, fucking doesn't like them. Sees them and tears them open ferociously.
Someone mauled a stuffed toy. All right, where are we going now?
That way.
Oh, fuck me.
I love those trees that just like lose all their leaves in winter and so they just look dead. And then they come back. Like imagine if we lost all our hair in winter and just like grew it back, you know?
Oh, here comes spring.
Oh no, not winter. My hair.
Well, I suppose for us it'd have to be like the opposite, like how, you know, cats get fluffier in winter
Yeah.
and they molt in summer.
10,000 steps. From where?
There's probably a sign somewhere at the start.
Probably.
Where it's like, here's the start. And we started in the middle, so we just didn't get to see it. Here's the middle. Middle of what?
Well, we've got that weird fucking concrete cricket pitch.
10,000 steps from the fucking strip. It's just a path to nowhere. Teaches children about the futility of life. It's important to learn that lesson early. The fuck kind of giant snail left this track?
Lives in the hole.
It's a young racing snail. Ooh, those rosellas.
See, this is the area I'd expect to see like a platypus in.
See
It's
what?
like, it's pretty untouched here. Like there's not really any good ways to get down or be down there at anywhere.
Yeah.
And like, it looks like that water like goes pretty deep. The fuck is these? Little strands.
There's something up there sounds like those weird birds from like fucking Twilight Princess.
Oh, look at that fucking big lad.
Yeah. I think it is a male too. Weird skinny butt. Weird skinny guy butt.
I hate the fucking Twilight Princess. Fucking bird things. Wow.
Yeah, but see, it's like, what is that anyway? That's the thing, like, they get up high and then you can't see them through the trees. And the trees are just weird and noisy and you can't really see the fucking creatures responsible for it.
There's also there's lots of guppies down there.
Oh, yeah. Another one of those noise-making things.
What the fuck are you? Show yourself. Fuck you.
Yeah, I know, that's the worst part, is it just really sounds like it's being a smartass. Shut up. That'd be like a rosella or something. I think it's like, I think that's a nest. Or just some shit, fucking, who knows?
It's always bizarre when you see like a leaf just in the middle of the air because it's on webs, obviously. But you can't see the webs from here, so it just looks like a floating leaf.
Pigeons. Fucking stupid creatures.
If one thing comes true from Futurama, I hope it's owls replacing pigeons.
I just hope they're not as dumb. Really are stupid creatures. Oh yeah, Rosellas.
Oh, lorikeets.
Parakeets or whatever the fuck.
So yeah, we used to have hundreds of those that came into the big umbrella tree when it had like
Yeah.
fruit on it. And fuck, they were noisy. Hello.
I don't think they understand.
Yeah, I'm coming, shut up.
That's the fat cunt alarm.
If I die, tell my story.
Died doing what you loved, being smothered by lorikeets. What are they all doing? There's like something going on over there.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they're just hanging out.
Just fucking hanging out. How much further?
Just to the end.
Alright.
Just want to see what's up to the left. I remember there was a creek, like the end of the creek there.
Now we're getting to the road.
Because a lot of this wasn't like, it wasn't this clean. You know, like that path across there wasn't there.
What was there?
Nothing.
Like a fucking void or a bush?
I just the void, I think. I think it was
fucking
just grass.
Okay, so it was grass, okay.
Yeah. Like, I think the path was there, but not all the way across.
Alright.
I mean, it could be, and I'm just wrong. I don't know. It was 5 years ago.
Rolling green lumps.
But this is a fucking very well maintained park, though. Like, the grass is fucking nice. Very green, very soft.
Dude, like, the amount of fucking water the place has gotten, the whole joint's been as green as it's been in, like, the better part of 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
I mean, regular fucking rain, like, not just the floods. Like, it's flooded, all right, yeah, but then there was, like, you know, there's just been, like, periodic rain.
Oh, it's a dog park.
Where they let the special needs kids run around off leash.
It's true. That fucking tree is just a portal.
Look, I need to come across it, so, you know.
What the fuck was that?
That wasn't it.
It's free.
It's over there.
Is it a lizard?
Oh, it's a turkey. There's a turkey, but
Maybe it scared a lizard to jumping in.
that's possible.
Where are you going?
I'll have to see whatever
What
the
if-
fucking turkey is about.
What are you guys all riled up about? Oh, there's another one down there.
I think that's one that followed, yeah, 'cause that
Oh, right.
I don't know what this is about.
He tried to steal his fuel can. Damn, nature! You freaky.
That's stupid. Just fucking stupid.
Oh, the guy was chasing that one again. Oh, what did the other one do to incur the wrath of the other turkeys?
Got too close to its mound.
Not my mound.
What are you gonna do about it?
Turkey, is that your fuel bottle? I'm gonna fucking see if there's anything in it. Because it's just, the curiosity is too much.
It's tied up there with a little bit of shit.
Pretty empty. Maybe it's for controlled burning. I don't know why they'd leave it there though, but
There's no. Like, controlled burning is a thing. It's like a truck.
Yeah.
You know,
maybe it's uncontrollable burning.
people, yeah, like no one, yeah, that's what that is. Because no controlled burn people are gonna leave like fucking
let's just leave some fuel around near the bush, and you know, teens. We going through here, or are we going?
Yeah, let's go through here.
Well, after I bravely fought 2 turkeys on a bridge, or at least scared them off, my almighty wingspan.
I like that that tree is grown out that way, just horizontal. That's nice.
Life doesn't find a way exactly, it just says fuck it.
Yeah,
Like, fuck it is life's motto.
I respect it.
Can't argue with it. It's gotten life this far.
Yeah.
School desk down there.
Doing
What the
better
fuck is
than
that
me.
about?
Just what? School desk. Oh, yeah.
There is a shape that outside of crystalline structures is a bit unnatural. Not a lot of crystals around here.
There used to be a dirt bike track in here to the right. And now it's gone. Nature has reclaimed it.
Taking the, I feel like the dirt bike chud, you know, population out here has probably dwindled a lot.
Well, I say dirt bike, but I meant like BMX.
Oh, right.
I assume it was for dirt bikes, but we just used it. 'Cause there is a big sign that says no trail bikes and stuff now, so they probably cracked down on that pretty hard.
I mean, I'd assume it was for BMXs. Because like BMXs are like, you know, people have those.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm certain there's a big dirt bike chud contingency, at least once upon a time, but I feel like the suburbs have become a bit too, you know, like those people tend to get like shooed away fairly quickly. Because they're a nuisance.
It's just such a great place to
There's
live.
some weird little bird down there. I don't recognize that one.
There's so much exploration you can do.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I have no
Some
clue.
kind of fucking water. Oh no, the duck.
Water finch.
Fuck you. Yeah. All these fucking creeks are making me have to pee.
That water's milky. That's weird.
It's just a bunch of platypus cum.
Oh, look. Platypus are found in this area.
We found one.
We did. Like
That's
that.
probably a natural reason, but it is weirdly milky.
It's probably, there's some probably sort of stone.
Or an algae.
Yeah. It was like limestone does that. I think. It's limestone. It's one of the stones. That is a scary looking shed. That's a rape shed if I ever saw one. It's over here.
I don't want to go over there. It's just a parking lot.
No, it goes through. This is a good place to come because this is where I broke my arm. Well, not broke my arm, but fractured my arm.
Where does it go though?
Am I right? It goes into the small park walk.
Okay. So I don't want to get back sometime today.
It loops around. It loops, it loops. Have faith. Yeah, so that, whatever that building is over there, underneath is a car park.
Okay.
And that's where I was pushing myself on my skateboard and my arm went under the wheels. So I kind of got like stuck.
Like, were you going down a hill?
No, I was literally on a flat surface, yep. It was one of those, it wasn't like a skateboard like that skateboarders ride. It was one of those, you know, more chunky big ones that had the sort of kick up at the back and really thick wheels.
A fatty board.
Yeah.
Still, like, it's weird that you managed to get yourself
Oh yeah.
just crushed under that.
Oh yeah.
You know? That's odd.
Yep. That's me.
Yeah, so this is all like stuff that's just like, hey, this was people right there, you know?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna find a fucking goblin trap where there's this many people around.
I just want to know what's up here.
A little fucking plaque commemorating the time you broke your dumbass arm on a fucking Doing the one thing on a skateboard is like the least likely thing to fucking, like, that's something I can
fucking know.
You come back and it's like, yeah, I broke my arm on a skateboard. Oh yeah, there are a million ways that could happen. I did it the only way that it shouldn't have happened. I was using a skateboard in possibly the safest possible manner.
I'm a catastrophe, what can I say? Because yeah, it was, and then my whole arm and body like gets, you know, thrown down.
Were you even going fast?
I was going a bit fast, yeah. That was a bit of speed.
Fuck, at least there was some fucking speed involved. Jesus Christ.
If I had just gotten on it and the first push was like, broke, I'd be like, oh.
Because that's, I mean, yeah, if you're going down a hill, if there were an uncontrollable element.
Yeah.
There just doesn't appear to have been.
No. So I'm trying to think. I don't know if all this was here. Like, I think that's a school.
So is this the primary school you didn't go to?
No, this isn't, don't even know what this is. Might be like a church school or something?
Are we at the back of that church school? I don't know where we are.
No, it is definitely a church school. I can see someone's bag and it's got like the holy person and stuff.
Jesus or some shit. It's got one of the fucking Jesuses or something on it. Shut the fuck up. I'll pick a fight with your whole species, you stupid fucking things. Hello. You kids want to learn about, Mary McKillop. You kids want to learn about secular humanism? Look, so I'm at the back of your school performing miracles, all right? Would you have done this to You're the Romans in this situation.
Oh, wow, look at that playground. It's like fucking themed with like rocks and shit. That's actually cool. I've never seen a playground like that. I'm gonna walk on the grass where I can't fall over.
I love that, like, you struggle so much with just the bit where the footpath meets the ground.
Yeah.
It's like the second time you've never gone ass over tit because of the fucking...
I don't lift my feet high enough. I got lazier since like my back and stuff. It's too much
the
effort.
effective range of a Dalek.
Yeah. Dude, look at that thing. Just in the middle. That looks like a child torture device.
It does, but it's for frisbee golf.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's the hole.
Ah, that's cool. I've never played. See, at least this sand pit has like a liner around it and
like
a
a thing
cover.
you can put over it, yeah. So people like me can't pee in it.
So the cat's
Even
in the
though we
cradle
really
and
have to pee, you know?
he's trying to pee in my fucking thing. Who sung that song?
Cat Stevens.
Yeah, Cat Stevens is trying to pee in my fucking... Oh, look at that, the bricks and shit. That's nice. The opposite bank.
Yeah.
See, this is an area you can come down to quite easily.
Yeah, this is another, like, there's another explorer path down there. Off you go, Dora.
Dora, the meth explorer. I've tried every kind of meth. Even that super meth.
Super meth. Isn't meth just super speed? I think they're analogs.
I just want to fuck with that sprinkler, you know? A primal desire to wheel it into the middle of the kids and turn it on.
Yep, it's a trail curve. I imagine you trying to wheel it and then it just turning on while you're still trying to like fucking fighting with it.
Face.
Yeah, tank water. Probably just filled with turkeys. Just tank turkeys.
Well, we squeeze them, like a, you know, like a rag.
Yeah.
Just wring them out. Get all the turkey juice.
Yeah, it's like Dune, except instead of like worms, it's turkeys.
I want those witches.
See, now that's how you keep your fucking its at bay.
Ah! You got it fucking cages.
Yeah.
It lids.
I feel like we are coming around to that fucking, like, because it's... I mean, how many schools can be that close together?
Well, this is where we started.
All right.
They have done just a big loop, you know?
Okie dokie. Hey, kids, you want to do some math? Nobody just gives away drugs.
I've
Like,
got
I did
Fortnite
drugs.
in my car.
Yeah.
What is up on that hill that is so shiny? You see that?
Yeah.
To the right of the water tower. That's
There's got to be like fucking
reflection for maybe planes?
solar
Oh, yeah.
array. I suppose solar array is supposed to absorb the light, but
Yeah, not reflect them.
I don't know.
We're back where we started. Thus, we have explored Albany's Creek.
Oh yeah, platypus. Oh yeah, there's the badly drawn penis.
Yeah. That's the marker, you know. You know what pisses me off?
That might
These
just-
aren't straight.
Yeah.
You know?
That might just be a badly drawn platypus now that I think about it. Right.
Oh, that would be Christmas. Getting a kid to draw like penises, but they're actually platypus.
Platypenis. Didn't we drive away from here?
We did.
Oh, god damn it.
We're not that far up.
This is the...
Look, I need my exercise. I'm fat, all right?
Yeah... I suppose.
It's the only exercise I can really do reliably. It's walking.
Look, walking's
Oh,
good.
more street graffiti. Alex Porter is gay.
You know what I like about that?
That one's very standout.
Yeah, well, like, what I like about it is, like... I mean, A, full name. You know?
Yeah.
Because who the fuck is
Yeah.
Alex? I don't fucking know. All Alex? Like... Nathan May is a... fucker? Flicker?
Yeah, I don't know what that one said. Is Fico.
Okay.
I don't know what a Fico is.
First and last name. That's what you want.
Yeah.
We can narrow that down. Find a preserved yellow pages.
Man, fuck yeah, books for phone numbers. Well, these are where the businesses live.
Everyone's name
These are
and
where the
address and phone
personal
number
live.
was in the fucking, is in a big book.
Yeah.
So funny. Well, it's something that I try to like point out. It's like, look, heck, you know, the reason if you received like a homemade letter that was threatening, that was someone who could get to your house.
Yep.
Like, you know,
People just knew where you lived. We just knew everything.
well, not just know where you live, but we're able to get there. It's
Yeah.
like, someone can find where I live on the fucking internet. It's just like, yeah, you live in like, I don't know, some motherfucking country.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can fucking get a visa and fly it. Oh, purpose for entering Australia. Oh, fucking with Gabe. Tick the box, in you go. Like,
And you're trying to call someone and then like, not knowing their number, but knowing their name. And then there's 10 people with the same name.
you
and
can,
you're
you
like,
can just
"Fuck."
call. You can just call a phone and go, "Hey, I need so and so's name from here." All right. And they tell
really?
you. Yeah. It was directory lookup. You could just call again. Like you could call like the phone company and they'd just tell you.
That's insane. Do they also tell penis size? Yeah, he's 6 inches.
How big is his schlong? What? Oh, nothing. I'll ask him. Don't worry. You know, that's why we're doing this. And we got the fucking, you know, the deleted scenes of the walk through the suburbs we didn't do earlier. God, look at that rose.
That is a bright
Look at
rose.
that.
Holy
Look
shit.
at that one fucking pride of place.
Because like those ones over there, more you'd think the color, you know,
Yeah.
slightly dulled. Oh fuck yeah, we get to see the Jesus fan.
It's like I've seen a lot of Jesus vans, and that's not a fucking.
That is a
That's
rape,
not
that is
one.
a rape
I
van.
know, that is not one that inspires any sense of safety or warmth. Jesus is Lord and a checkered flag. Did you win a race? What?
Jesus Lord. NeedGod.com. NeedGod.com. NeedGod.com.
I'm curious
Go to
as to
NeedGod.com.
yeah. Domain for sale is what I'm expecting.
Walking through the suburbs, walking through the suburbs.
Living Waters. What? 4 Things You Need to Know About God by Ray Comfort.
Interesting.
That sounds like a porn name if the porn was all just cuddling. By Ray Comfort.
That is a fucking amazing name.
It's not even like, it's not, again, it's like it does go to a Jesus thing, but this is the thing about like, you know, Like, all right, the Catholics molest your kids, but at least there's like someone's in charge, you know?
Man, that house likes concrete.
There's like, the Baptist is just like, yeah, I'm a Baptist priest. Says who? Well, fucking says me, according to goddamn all this bullshit. You know, you can just, yeah, I'm allowed to have a personal, yeah, you can just, I don't use like, I'm not, you know, I'm not bound to tradition.
Please. Best advertising ever.
You know? I don't use like the Bible or, you know, anything like that.
I've written my own Bible. It's called Bible 2.
I mean, well, yeah, that's the whole point of like, you know. It's weird, like, I know crofty is not an adverb, but it feels like one.
Yeah. Wait, isn't it?
I don't think you can be crofty. You can be crafty.
Yeah, true. What is croft?
I think the Devoran. Isn't Devoran?
Like, where's the house?
It moved away.
It's just a pool.
Yeah, the house moved away.
That's actually nuts. Like, there's no fencing or anything to stop people just coming in and taking their chairs.
Isn't Devoran the bug chick from Mortal Kombat?
Devora, yeah. Devora, not Ren. It's close.
Isn't that a species?
Probably.
Back to the safety of the car, having explored the jungle suburbs.
Yes?
The jungles of the suburbs.
This is the jungles where I grew up. This is Amber Origins.
Seeing where someone stole a whole fucking
This is where I
house.
burnt things. The leprechaun told me to burn things. I don't even know why I burnt things. I think we just liked fire.
It's just, fire is something happening.
Yeah, true.
Like, that's the thing, is it's like, yeah, it's like people look at phones now, it's like, yeah, before that it was just like, let's start a fire. And there wasn't a good answer to, like, there wasn't a good reason to say no, because we were bored to shit. Oh, shit. Like, you couldn't say no, I'm having fun doing nothing.
Yeah.
Because nobody was. That's a lie. So, yeah, you're right. Oh, I guess I don't have a reason. Let's start a fire. And there's a fuel can taped up over there.
It's good to know that this is all still in, like, really pretty nice condition. Like, it's not just trashed and just, you know.
I mean, again, it could be better, but there's, you know, it could be worse.
Yeah.
Is always the thing about this. It was something I noticed in, like, you know, like a couple of years back, I rewatched, oh, God, come on, brain. The Wire. And one thing it kept fucking, you know, amidst all the other general, you know, horror of total societal collapse, was just like everybody littered. Everybody. And it was really just casual. I'm just like, God, that's weird.
You know where they litter now? Shops. The amount of people that just leave things on shop shelves, and like, that's always been a thing, but it's so much worse nowadays.
I feel like it's just that, like, you know, at least in a shop there's like, okay, someone's job is to come around and fuck with it. You know, at least there's that. Like, at least you're not just fucking, but like, you know, every character in this show did it too. It was like, you just finished drinking or eating something, just throw it. It was just like...
Is there a cable down there? Not that one, the other one. Well, this has been our third vlog. We hope you've enjoyed. I hope we give you an insight into Australian suburbs.
Yeah,
and
man, it was
stuff.
pretty, you got a good run. There was some fucking animals. There was more animals than I was expecting to see. I thought we were just gonna like walk along a path and be like,
I fell in
there's
the
some fucking
creek.
trees. I'm glad about that. That's been the highlight of the day for me. And you know, that and like learning who's gay. Like Alex Porter is gay.
Well, you learned two Alexes are gay. Alex with A-L-E-C-S.
Alex is an Alexander or Alec.
Yes.
Which I don't think is short for anything.
I think it's short for Alexander. Or Alejandro.
Alec Candle.
We'll see you next time when we rob this house here.